Welcome back to another episode. I realized later that for this first part here, I had my microphone on mute, so I'm doing a little bit of voiceover here. We're picking up right where we left off, exploring the castle that we stumbled into on our first day of school. And we're just going to be adventuring around and seeing what is going on here and why are we in this strange, mysterious place when we're supposed to be at school. So, yeah. He went by here when we came. We went by here when we came in the front. So we're just kind of exploring and trying to figure out exactly what is going on, and you can see the glimpses of the school, which is kind of cool to show you you're in the place that you're meant to be in, but you're like on this, I guess I would call it like a parallel dimension kind of. We don't have time to stand around. Who knows when a shadow might show up. Let's go this way. So we met up with Morgana at the end of last episode, and she's kind of helping us find our way out. So here I was just kind of looking around. We noticed an enemy. I had a feeling there would be guards down here. It looks like we won't be able to avoid conflict from this point forward.
Listen up.
I'll teach you the basics of battle. So we get a little bit of tutorial about how to do battle, and you can try and ambush enemies from behind and kind of increase your chances of defeating them more quickly. The enemy will be caught off guard, allowing us to jump in for a preemptive attack. So here's our little tutorial, teaching me kind of what I need to do in order to ambush an enemy.
Yeah.
So I want to ambush and go for a first strike. She says to him he's just going to be watching. He's not ready to fight yet.
Let's go.
He doesn't have any powers yet. Alright, so we got our first ambush.
Now's our chance to strike.
And the music picks up and it's all awesome.
You're mine.
Pretty easy first battle there.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. This is actually after school. We went back into the castle to kind of explore it some more. I realize that now at the with the date up there that says after school on Tuesday. We went back to try and figure out what's going on here. I just forgot because it's been a few days between editing and I didn't remember what I had done so far. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna be just exploring and trying to figure out what is going on in this otherworldly place. I just realized I had my mic muted, so I'll make sure to go and do some voiceover and post.
Now then.
Alright, let's head into that room. We should be able to hide in there till they leave.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
How can you tell?
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Is this a classroom?
Now do you understand? This place is another reality that the ruler's heart projects.
This is Kamoshida's reality? Shit makes no sense at all.
One could say it's a world in which one's distorted desires have materialized. I call such a place a palace.
A palace?
We heard that word from the creepy guy, Igor.
This is happening because he thinks the school is his own castle.
So, it became like this because he just thought of it like that? That son of a bitch!
You must really hate this Kamoshida guy.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel. Everything is that asshole's fault.
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. His lackeys are everywhere inside. You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about it too.
That's also because of this world.
More stuff that makes no sense.
Anything distorts according to how a ruler pleases within his palace. A school can turn into a castle like this, after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion. Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
I'm so fed up with all this! I'm more curious about you than his clothes. What the hell are you anyways?
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
No, you're obviously more like a cat.
This is, well, it's because I lost my true form. I think.
You think?
But I do know how to regain my true form. The reason why I snuck in here was for a preliminary... Well, I ended up getting caught, though. Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida, too. I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, a comic book? This is seriously crazy.
If we're gonna keep going, we should hurry along. I'll be counting on your skills this time, too.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought it might help, so... I brought this just in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
That's a toy!
But it looks totally real, so it'll at least fake him out. Oh, I brought some medicine, too. You know what they say, providing is something.
So you were planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration. Now then.
There's probably soldiers outside making their rounds. Alright, in a safe room you can consult with teammates and save your game. You can also save at the palace entrance. Okay.
Damn it.
Must have been transported somewhere. Where and why?
Well...
There were soldiers around. Maybe we could try eavesdropping.
Damn it.
Alright. Let's take note of the situation and get out there. I thought I just heard something move over there. Guess it was my imagination. And what of the slaves? They're all in the training hall. I'd assume they're screaming in pain by now. Very well. By the way, I heard we may have intruders around. Stay on your guard. Did you hear that? They said training hall, right?
Okay, let's go.
I think that's just a little further ahead. So the safe room is marked on the map. There's a guard. Way to the training hall should be past those bars. What are we gonna do? Do we gotta fight it? Seems so. Just don't let it notice you beforehand. Okay, so security level. We have to be stealthy. When spotted by an enemy, security level will rise. As security level rises, enemies will be on higher alert. If it gets too high, you may be forced to leave the palace.
Come on, man.
Take caution. Security level will go back down if we can beat more enemies without getting noticed. That sounds complicated. I'll put together some info about security level.
Now then.
Understanding this is crucial to palace infiltration, so make sure you read it carefully. Alright. You can, okay. Alright. We don't want to get caught right now.
What's this?
Turns back around, I can ambush him.
I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to stretch.
Persona!
Go!
There!
What was that?
I missed.
Focus! Lucas,
I think that happens sometimes.
scratch one enemy. Time for my persona. We'll finish it. Only one more.
Alright, let's finish it off.
A spectacular victory.
Okay.
Alright. What's that exclamation point?
Hey.
The training hall's up ahead. A little further, make sure you watch out for guards. Okay. Okay, we can't go that way. We're gonna go this way. A couple of guards. We won't be able to ambush with both of them turned around like that.
What?
Okay. Have you seen anyone who looks like an intruder? Nobody yet. Had a feeling there would be a lot of enemies. It's impossible to dodge all of them. What do we do? Should we try and take them down like before? It's not that simple. We still have a long way to go, so we should be conserving energy. I see. Sorry. I wish I could fight. At least I'd be able to help out a little. But all I got is this toy from earlier. Aw, Ryuji. What do you mean? That gun? It looks real and all. It just doesn't shoot anything. I see. Well, there is a way. Okay, we'll use that to take down the enemies.
Huh?
You're listening to me? It doesn't even shoot. Don't worry. I'm sure this will be fine. Attack anyway. Attack away, frizzy hair.
Yes.
Just trust me. Let's do this.
Whoa!
It's not gonna fire anything.
You have the gun with you, right? Point it at a shadow and fire.
Okay. Oh, now we get to do gun attacks.
Nice. The enemy's dead. That hit their weakness. Oh. Come on. about that.
Nice.
Be mindful of how much ammo you have left.
Okay. Alright, they come with limited ammo, limited ammunition. Be restored when you return to reality. There are no other ways to refill your bullet count. Okay.
Alright, I'll show you my weapon too.
It's got a slingshot. Okay, nice.
Power courses through me.
For real?
Did that gun just shoot real bullets? This is a cognitive world. As long as our opponent sees it as real, it becomes such. I don't get it. I wasn't expecting someone with your brains to understand. How about you, frizzy hair? Did you get what I said? Not really.
Oh man.
If it's better having something realistic, why do you got that slingshot? And it was just as strong as the gun. What about your whole cognitive whatever?
Ah!
Fine, you can choose to understand it however you want.
Well,
By the way, we should decide how we divvy up our roles in battle from here on out. Totally dodged my question. As you can see, there are quite a lot of enemies. It will be important to coordinate our moves well.
now then.
I can keep providing intel for us, but you should decide how we fight.
Hmm?
What do you mean, how we fight? Basically, what we do in battle, he can order us directly or let us decide what we do. So I'm guessing I'm the only other one fighting right now. During a battle, you can change your party members' actions by assigning tactics to them. You can set a particular course of action for them or choose to control them directly. Okay, so kind of like how I choose what I do, I can now choose that for the people in my party. If you're able to attack an enemy's weakness, press R1 button to automatically move the cursor to that option. Should save you time if you already know the enemy's weakness. And if you press options during battle, your party continually perform melee attacks. This is called a rush mode. Battle will proceed faster during rush, and you'll not need to input actions. They can be cancelled by pressing the circle. Okay. Oh, I did not see that. Surrounded by enemies, okay. We have 8 left.
Slow! The enemy still got the advantage.
Alright, let's use Persona.
There.
Okay. Scratch one enemy.
Alright, now I can choose.
Persona. Ha! Impressive. Got me.
Okay, we need a... Health is going down. We need to heal after this.
Cut you off. Watch your health. When you get some breathing room, heal. We're on the defensive. Watch out. Ha!
She has a healing
Only one more.
item. Okay.
Let's go. A spectacular victory.
Alright, we did it. Hopefully without causing too much alarm.
All right.
You gotta pay attention around corners. Guard. That's where we need to be going. You guys gonna take it down again? Guess it's our only choice, but this might be a good time. I'm gonna teach you a special way to fight enemies. Is it a new technique? Something like that.
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is... First, knock down all the enemies. Everything
Okay.
starts at that crucial step.
Let's go. Ravage them!
Alright, now rush on in for an all-out attack!
Okay. All out attack. Oh, this is cool.
Nice going!
That went well. What was that super move thing you just did? It's called an all-out attack. If you manage to knock down all the enemies down, you might be able to use it to beat them all at once. That was over quick. It's a concentrated attack on defenseless enemies, after all. So you basically would have to get everyone's health down really low, and then you would unlock that option. As I mentioned before, I want you to be the head of our command. You can decide when we use this. Alright. All out attacks are ultimate attacks which deal heavy damage to all foes. You cannot use one if Max cannot act or if only he can act. Okay.
Now then.
Strike the enemy's weakness, knock them all down, and then do an all-out attack. That's the ideal pattern.
Yes!
Alright, this is it. Kamoshida's Training Hall of Love? What is this?
Yeah.
The voice. Where's it coming from?
Whoa!
Coming from over there.
Damn it! This is bullshit!
How many times do I have to tell you to keep your voice down?
But this is beyond messed up! How do I open this? Stop it!
Leave us alone. It's useless.
Huh?
If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys.
You telling me you want to stay in a place like this?
Wait a minute. Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
We can't just leave him here.
How stupid can you be?
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition. They aren't real humans that have entered from reality. They're different from you two.
Okay.
Cognition?
It means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world. You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
So they're not really people that we need to rescue.
Hell? Why's it gotta be so complicated? So the school's a castle and the students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh. This really is the inside of that asshole's head.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he treats them as slaves in the real world too.
In the real world, too? Wait, I know these guys. They're members of the volleyball team, the one Kamoshida coaches for.
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
Don't tell me they're going through similar shit in reality?
Most likely. I mean, this proves that Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
So it might be for real. I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but if they're true, wouldn't this be something to report to the police? I'll use these guys as evidence. If it all goes well, we can take down that asshole Kamoshida. Huh? It's not working. We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go?
A navigation app?
That's what we used to come here. What about yours?
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this. We need to head back.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home.
Okay, so...
Let's go!
Guess it's good they're not really trapped down here like how we entered, but... does shed some light on Kamoshida's personality. I don't want people to glare at me like they do to you. Don't drag me into your mess.
What?
That don't matter. You seriously don't care about getting treated like this? Guess there ain't a point in saying any of this. Okay, how do we actually get out of here? I don't know why you guys are here, but just leave us alone.
Hey!
What are you talking about? You're seriously okay with this? Guess there's no point trying to talk to him. We just go back the way we came.
Hey.
Check the cells. Okay. Didn't we do that? We talked to that one. Okay.
Come on, man.
This ain't training, it's just violence. Means he's been doing something similar in reality, too. Give me a sec, I'll memorize him quick. Alright, got all the ones in here. Let's check somewhere else for more. Water. No more. Not giving athletes water, even for tough training, is a common thing in the real world, too. I'm gonna try and memorize all these guys' faces before we go back.
What are your thoughts?
Cutting it close here. Don't freak me out.
Yeah.
I got all of them. And let's stop wasting time. We need to scram. Okay, we didn't need to auto recover, so that's good.
Yes!
Need to get out of here.
Let's go.
Alright. Alright, we gotta get out of here. The watch post near training hall has ceased reporting. Chances of intruder activity are extremely high. All personnel increase security measures.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
We've stayed here too long. Let's get out of here.
This way!
Exits this way. Hurry.
Ugh, you knaves again? To think you'd make the same mistake again. You're hopeless.
The school ain't your castle. I've memorized their faces real good. You're going down.
It seems it's true when they say barking dogs seldom bite. How far the star runner of the track team has fallen.
What the hell are you getting at?
He's got a gold knight there.
I speak of the track trader who acted in violence, ending his teammates' dreams. Oh, I can only imagine the pain of the others who were dragged under with your selfish act. What a surprise. So you're accompanying him without knowing anything at all. He betrayed his teammates and crushed their hopes. Yet he still carries on as carefree as ever.
That's not true!
You've come along with this fool and are now going to end up dead. How unlucky of you. Go! Kill them all! Don't sully my castle with garbage.
God damn it!
Ryuji, move! We're surrounded.
All right.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you because King Kamoshida told us! I'll kill because that's what he wants!
Okay. Hey, my turn.
There's more of them?
Oh no, Morgana.
Can't be.
I was watching our health.
Oh!
I bet you simply came here on a whim and ended up like this, isn't that right?
No!
What a worthless piece of trash, getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only temporary, have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
It wasn't no practice, it was physical abuse! You just didn't like our team!
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me. That coach who got fired was hopeless too. Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
What?
Do you need me to deal with your other leg too? The school will call it self-defense anyway.
Damn it. Am I gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole.
So that's why.
Huh. So, okay,
Once
what's
these two are
how are we
done
getting
with,
out of this?
You're next.
Ryuji!
Stand up for yourself.
Right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back.
Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because they sided with trash like you.
He's not very nice.
No, that's what you are. All you think about is using people. You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida!
What are you doing? Silence him!
Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face!
I think
You
he's
made
about
me
to get
wait
powered
quite a
up.
while.
Yes, here we go. He's getting his powers now.
You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou art I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
A little uncomfortable when they rip the mask off. A little weird. Oh, he's got like a pirate persona.
This was well. Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Mock me, you brat!
Oh boy. Boss
Blast
fight.
it away, Captain Kid!
Man, the graphics.
Troublemakers that bother King Kamoshida with trifle matters.
Kamoshida's cognition ain't changing, right? And I'll act like the troublemaker I am. Let's do this, Captain Kid!
Alright, here we go.
Let's get this over with.
Good look, Persona! Captain Kid! Persona! Go down!
What was that? Focus! Persona!
Focusing.
Shit!
Okay, our health is okay.
Watch your health!
Oh gosh.
When you get some breathing room, heal!
There.
Take out the big one.
I am a loyal subject of the glorious King Kamoshida. So why have I lost?
It just proves that Kamoshida ain't anything special.
Oh, taking out him just like got rid of the two little ones.
How about that?
Whoa. So, Ryuji had the potential too.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you.
I told you that this is my castle. It seems you still don't understand.
What? Takamaki?
Oh! What a meowvelous and beautiful girl!
What's going on?
Something seems off.
Yeah, now that you mention it. But why is she even here? Hey! Let go of her, you perv!
How many times must I tell you until you understand? This is my castle, a place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone wishes to be loved by me. That is, everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Takamaki, say something!
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that girl isn't the real one. She's the same as those slaves. A being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
Are you jealous? Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you. Clean them up this instant!
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
We're not gonna do anything and just run?
Thank God you've got a level head.
Fine. We'll expose what you really are no matter what. You better be ready for us.
I was beginning to get bored of torturing the ones here. Come at me whenever you want, if you don't care about your life.
Ignore him. Let's go!
Anyways, I don't remember changing into this. Should I be happy about that? Then again, it ain't as bad as yours.
Do you find?
Quiet.
No. Search that way.
So what's going on? I'm completely lost, man.
I told you before, when a Persona user opposes a palace's ruler and becomes a threat to them, this happens. It's to prevent you from being affected by distortions.
Is this a skull?
Your appearance reflects your inner self. It's the rebel that slumbers within. Not that you'll get it.
Nope.
Then stop asking questions and accept what you see for what it is.
Easy for you to say. Wait, we're in deep shit!
I said to be quiet!
We might have gotten away here, but we're still screwed with Kamoshida at the real school.
That's quite sharp of you. For being an idiot, relax. The Kamoshida in reality can't possibly know about what happens here. A shadow is the true self that is suppressed. A side of one's personality they don't want to see.
So, we're okay?
Did the Kamoshida in reality remember about the execution? There you have it.
Alright. Now that we know that, all we gotta do is...
Wait, I guided you as promised. It's your turn to cooperate with me.
Well, we're safe in the outside world. Kamoshida doesn't seem to remember what's going on down here. So, we've got that going for us.
That's why I was super nice about teaching you idiots everything.
Huh? Cooperate?
Don't you remember? I originally came here for an investigation. I need to erase the distortion from my body and regain my real form. That's why we must delve deep into mementos and...
Whoa, hold up. What are you going on and on about? We never said anything about helping you out.
Huh? Don't tell me. Are you not going to repay the hospitality I showed you? Especially you! You're going to up and leave, even though you're already part of my master plan? What? Is it because I'm not human? Because I'm like a cat? Is that why you're making a fool of me?
We're busy. Thanks for everything, Cat. You've got guts being a cat and all. See you around.
Hey! What the hell? Oh, seriously? Why are you wrapping this up like everything's all hunky-dory?
I think we'll help her eventually, but for now, we're moving on.
Oh, hell no!
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Thank God. We're back. Yeah, I dragged you around a lot, huh? Sorry, man. I'm dead tired. How you holding up? I guess you don't really show it, huh? But damn, if what we saw was for real, oh, this is gonna get good. I totally remember the faces of the guys Kamoshida was treating like slaves. Once we make him fess up to any physical abuse, Kamoshida will be done. So, wanna help me look for those guys or any witnesses? Now that's what I'm talking about! Hey, so if you're thinking of laying low because you got a record, I don't think that'll help. Everyone already knows. They totally got you pegged as a criminal. Kamoshida opened his damn mouth. No one else besides a teacher could have leaked it that fast. It doesn't matter if it's a student or a club. That asshole just wrecks things he doesn't agree with, just like he did with me. No one will take anything I say seriously. Still, those rumors about him getting physical might be real. And after seeing Kamoshida's distorted heart thing in person, there's no way I can just sit back. You gotta do this! I'll help out too. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'm hyped about this too.
Sense a bond of trust coming from Ryuji. Alright, so we made it through the castle one on round 2.
Acting as a phantom thief would have been more efficient alone. You could have gone about it that way. However, you did not. There are merits to having associates. That's what you decided. Am I wrong?
Okay. She's just like, keeps on, doesn't she?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the chariot persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Who's talking? Okay, we gained a confidant. And maybe unlocked another persona we could use?
All right.
You've unlocked the chariot confidant. Okay.
Oh, right. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. It'd be weird splitting off now. So why don't we grab a bite somewhere? Meat, man. Just follow me. I mean, I totally gotta hear about your past.
Alright, we're gonna go share a meal with our new best friend.
What? The hell, man? How much shittier can that asshole get? But just hearing your story makes me angry. So, you left your hometown and you're living here now, huh? Huh, we might be more alike than I originally thought. It's not exactly how, but, you know, I guess it's how we're treated like a pain in the ass by the people around us. Like we don't belong. I did something stupid at school before, too. The place you're living now is in Yongen, right? It's rush hour on the subways. I suggest you kill some time before heading home. What the hell, man? You barely touched your food. Just let me do it. I gotta thank you for helping me. Anyways, I got your back like you got mine from tomorrow on. As long as we do something about Kamoshida, I'm sure we'll both feel better about being at school. Oh yeah! Tell me your number. Oh, chat ID too.
Alright, chat app now available.
Just you wait, Kamoshida. We're gonna start right away tomorrow. First, let's hit up those guys that were kept as slaves. The volleyball rally's tomorrow, huh? Shit's recommended by Kamoshida. Makes me want to gag. But thanks to that, we got no classes in the afternoon, and we can walk around unnoticed. Well, I guess we can work out the details tomorrow. Come on, you gotta eat more. There's tons of ginger here.
Why isn't he eating? Like, it's making me hungry. Okay, we got a conversation between two girls going on.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. Whenever I close my eyes, I keep thinking about too many things.
Shiho.
Nationals are coming up soon, so I keep thinking, should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
Don't worry. Just be confident in yourself. Your skills have been recognized. It's all because you work harder than anyone else.
Yeah. Volleyball's all I have after all.
More importantly, was that injury okay? It looked really swollen.
No, it's nothing. It's normal. Especially since a meet's coming up.
Sorry to interrupt, Suzui. Mr. Kamoshida told me to get you.
Huh? What does he want?
He didn't say.
It'll be fine. I bet it's a meeting about the starting lineup or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to that guy if he called me in there.
Go.
I'd be like, no. Not without a buddy.
Good luck! Hang in there, Shiho.
Of course I went to school. Guess you learned your lesson after what happened yesterday. As long as you're not getting into trouble, it's fine by me.
Now listen up.
I don't know what you've been up to, but trust me, you'll be gone if you start causing problems. In case you forget, your life is not a free one right now. Decided to go ahead and message you. Can you see this? Yep. I'm gonna be counting on you tomorrow. Got it. You're a bro. See you tomorrow. Let's save these guys who've been getting abused.
Jeez.
Are you even listening to me? Stay away from bad influences. I'm gonna head home for the night. I'll lock the store. Don't go wandering out. When I have time, I should try to clean up the rest of the room. Can I clean the room yet? I know I think you can later. Clean up the rest of the room too. That thing on your phone was some red eyeball icon, right? Right. We ended up at that weird place when we used this nav app. I found it on my phone too. I don't even remember installing it. It's creepy. What is this thing? I think it's being downloaded on its own somehow. It's dangerous to use something without knowing what it is. But with it, we can go to that weird place, right? Seems like it. Basically, it's gonna depend on how we use it. But first, we gotta find evidence for the beatings. I'm counting on you. Don't go ditching school on me. Alright, I feel exhausted. Let's sleep. We're gonna dream again? Oh, yep, we're going into the weird dream world.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you.
Okay, so this creepy place has a name now. The Velvet Room.
What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place?
Don't be stupid. No, this is weird. You've got me locked in a jail cell. My guts needs to be bold. I don't have
What
enough
are your
guts.
thoughts?
I can't say that. Aw, man.
Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel.
You can't say that if you don't have enough guts.
Your rehabilitation determines if ruin can be stopped. Yet, such a feat cannot be done by you alone.
So I'm gonna need teammates.
But today, you entered a partnership with someone who awoke to the same power. Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well.
Okay, well, so that was...
That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships.
Huh?
It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith,
So
lend
someone you
you
trust.
their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
So you need people with strong bonds.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't.
Well, thanks, Caroline.
You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
People you trust who share a similar goal. You can find these places at school or around town. Forming bonds with people. Visit them multiple times, earning trust, proving value. Once you've formed a bond, you can open up the button and select Confidants to check the strength of relationships. Okay.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition. We have a deal then.
Feels like Igor has high expectations. Yeah, I would say so.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains
Should I
of
form another
captivity.
bond with Igor here?
With the birth of the Fool persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Okay, so we unlocked another persona. Prison Master, which is Igor. And you can rank up your persona too, which maybe makes it more powerful. And you have Wild Talk ability, allows you to negotiate with shadows after performing a holdup. Earn bonus XP.
Alright.
Okay, you've unlocked. And the ability Wild Talk from Igor. Alright, so we gained some stuff by interacting with Igor as well. Confidant abilities. Alright, the strength of your trust with someone. As you increase the rank, more confidant abilities can be unlocked. Alright, press the button. Okay, so you can check it there in the menu screen.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
They're so polite. Aren't they?
I can't do this.
How annoying, we've barely started high school and we're already making us play at a volleyball rally. And why are they pitting us against the teacher's team? Kamoshida's gonna crush us. We get to see his technique live and in person though. We should totally get spiked on. Yeah, okay, you're gonna get your face smashed in. Just look at how banged up the volleyball team is. What goes on during their practice? That's what we want to find out.
Okay, quiet down.
As you all know, today is the volleyball rally. Head to the gymnasium once you've got change. Got it?
still got it, coach.
Thanks. Let's go for one more.
All right.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring.
Right?
Oh, he hit him right in the face.
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
He'll pay soon enough.
Alright, let's resume the match.
Well, he's interesting, alright. Acting like a king over here. Get to know each other better. It's just a one-man show for him to stroke his ego. And how he acted like he was worried about Mishima. What an abusive D-bag. Well, anyways, now's our chance to go look for the guys we saw were slaves yesterday. Let's look for the faces we saw at the castle. All the members of the team should be here today. I'll be sure to find someone to spill about Kamoshida's physical abuse. Just you wait. Where are you searching? The first one that popped out was a guy from D class, so let's start there. That's your class. Hopefully you can get him to talk without any issues. People have been avoiding me lately, so... But you're kind of in the same boat, huh? You can use quick travel now. Okay, let's try the quick travel. Classroom building. Third floor. Confirm. We want to go to my class. We're on the third floor. What room was it? Okay, we gotta ask the volleyball team members. Start with Class D. So is it... Where is Class D? There's B. There's C. Ah, here we go. This is a first-year classroom. Well, what? Where's mine? No, it's not up there. Is it on the second floor? I made deets of the volleyball team. I can't. Every time I try to look into them, the higher-ups of school pressure me out of it. Kamoshida's pulling strings behind the scenes. Can we stop this? I'd rather not get into trouble for talking to you guys. Fine. Okay. Class 2. Is this my class? Yes, okay. Well, we didn't get to walk to it last time, so that's why I wasn't sure where it was. I want to listen to them. Can we? Scared volleyball player. Are you skipping out on the volleyball rally? I guess I could expect it from you, transfer. That's the guy who was over at the castle. What do you guys want? Let's just keep it calm and light. How'd you get injured? It's from practice. What does that have anything to do with anything? Kamoshida did it to you, right? I ain't gonna tell anyone you squealed. Just tell us about how Kamoshida's abusing you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Damn it!
I'm not. You guys are talking complete nonsense. Don't try and hide it. We already know. You have proof? You know? He's scared. He doesn't want to say what's going on. This is ridiculous. Please leave me alone. You're really bothering me. Alright, that's enough. Come on. I wish there was an option to say, like, if you change your mind, come tell us, you know? That injury isn't normal, and he still won't fess up. If we keep going at this pace, the ball game's gonna end. Let's split up. Guess that'd be faster. I'll check the practice building before the clubs start. You handle classroom building. There's a third year on the volleyball team. I think he's in 3C. Third year classrooms are on the first floor. I figured that out now. It's kind of backwards. He was getting beat pretty badly at the castle. He might have some injuries here too. I'll hit you up if I find anything. See you. You think Suzy-san's been acting strange lately? She's been sighing a lot. She used to be a lot happier when we were first years. Plus those bruises. I think she's in trouble. She's a volleyball starter. I heard she had some private lessons with Mr. Kamoshida every day. Oh, so he may be doing stuff with her too. Apparently she's been a really good player ever since she was in middle school. Anyway, acting sad like that while keeping Mr. Kamoshida to herself is kind of arrogant, don't you think? Girls, you got the wrong idea, I'm pretty sure. Alright, there's some more whispering down here. Let's listen. I saw Mr. Kamoshida asking Tamaaki out. That's how you say it. Tamaaki out in the hall yesterday. But she just shot him down. She's so uptight. She probably had a bunch of boyfriends. I don't think the popularity went to her head. I think the popularity went to her head. And she's looking down on us other girls. As to be expected from a foreigner. He just feels uncomfortable. Alright, let's go find 3C. Man, cleaning up after the volleyball rally is gonna be such a pain. What do you want? You got something to say? From practice. Hey, I know who this guy is. He's a transfer student who's been hanging out with Sakamoto. Oh, I get it. You're trying to snoop on Mr. Kamoshida, right? Our volleyball team performs at a national level. Of course our practices are going to be tough. Mr. Kamoshida just dedicated to training us. Don't believe everything Sakamoto says. You sure it's not abuse? As if... Hey, we should stop talking to him. What if he loses it and starts attacking us? I heard he even carries around a knife. Who knows what he's capable of? How's it going? Him too, man. Everyone's too freaked out about Kamoshida. I still got a lead at first year, a new member. He's just so... he just joined, so he might not be all wrapped up in Kamoshida's web of lies yet. Pretty sure he's in Class 1B. Try the first year classrooms. They're on the 3rd floor. Alright, so you can check messages. Only 50 recent chat threads will be saved. Okay. I wanted to listen to these whispers.
Yeah?
Everyone's saying a lot of bad stuff about that transfer student in your class on. I know, I hate rumors already, but they're only getting more and more complex as time goes on. I wonder if he's alright. I hope he's not letting it get to him too much. It's just like you, Shiho. Always worrying about other people before yourself.
Yeah.
Kinda like when you were there for me. Alright, we want to go up to the 3rd floor. So, class 1B. Yeah, I'm on the volleyball team. What do you want? I need information. What's that supposed to mean? Look, don't wrap me up in whatever weird stuff you're getting yourself into. Mr. Kamoshida doesn't want us talking to sketchy people like you. If he saw me here, he'd totally give me his special coaching. Just like he did with Mishima Senpai. Oh. Never mind. Forget I said anything. He let... Okay. Special coaching. Please, just stop talking to me. Ask someone else if you want to know anything more. All matches have concluded. Please get ready to go home. Alright. We're out of time. How to go. Not really that great. You have luck. It's 3 group for now. See you in the courtyard.
Can I talk to you for a sec? It'll be quick.
Oh, and An wants to talk to me.
Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all? There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happened to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh? I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
So she knows we're asking for information about him.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
Shall we tell her?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Okay,
Why's she
well.
gotta be so aggressive all the time?
She seemed annoyed.
She's been like that since middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you? Did anything like someone's name turn up? Huh? Special coaching, huh?
Maybe we need
True.
to talk to
I always see the guy covered in bruises.
Mishima. He's the quiet student.
Let's go talk to him before he leaves then.
He's the one that just got hit in the face too at the volleyball rally.
Hey, got a second? Sakamoto? And you too. Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse? Certainly not. What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got. They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet?
What's going on here?
Of course he would come up.
Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
Mishima.
I'm not feeling well today.
Poor guy
What?
looks beat up.
Maybe you're better off quitting then. You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show
He's
up
just
for
mean
practice.
too.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from this school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line? Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here.
And he's rude.
Get with the program.
Yes, sir. That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. Principal, our parents.
This has gotta be a joke.
Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help?
Damn it. I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
Not gonna be easy taking down Kamoshida. Alright. When do I get to clean up the room? I want to clean it. Alright, anyway, we're gonna wrap up here.
Let's do it.
And I'll see you guys back for the next episode. We'll continue. We've saved our game now. And we'll pick up right here where we left off. See ya.